Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm Emily Bowie, and this is going to be a session that I'm mixing here. The song is called Storm Busy Raging, and this was another home studio recording using very inexpensive gear. It's kind of my focus, kind of my purpose here. And I'm going to be going over something that I want to do here after listening to the tracks and kind of deciding on that sound that I'm aiming for. And that goal is to get something out of the drums that's a little bit Led Zeppelin-y, something when the levee breaks with that snare, just sort of that kind of dark, garagey sound that I want to incorporate with this song after listening to the lyrics and the feel, the tone, the emotion behind it. That's what I have come up with. And so for this video, I just want to go over and record this, let you see how I go about making those decisions in order to get to that goal that I've set for myself. Now, if you would like to watch the entire mixing session, then head on over to my Patreon account, Sonic Philosophy, and I will have the entire start to finish mixing session of this song. It's available for my engineer tier and my producer tier as well. And don't forget, you get all kinds of stuff included in those. If you're a member of the engineer tier, you're going to get all of the templates included with that, all of the videos, all of the special features, all of the start to finish mixes that I have, and some other podcast episodes that aren't available anywhere else. If you're a member of the producer tier, you're going to get all of the templates, all of the videos, all of the lessons, the lectures, and you get all of my courses, the Modern Mix vocals, all of the videos. You get all of the tracks, all of the downloadables. You also get my masterclass. Those are 3 different start to finish mixes. We master them. Everything is included. Modern Mix vocals and the Modern Mix master class goes over how you use my template mixing system. You get all those, every single one of them. So if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead, click on the link just right there. It's the top one to Sonic Philosophy. That's on Patreon, and I can't wait to see you there and check out the entire mixing session of this song and all the other ones. But all right, if you're not ready to become a member just yet, then I've got a cool little lesson here for you that I want to share with everybody because I'll always have videos available here. I like to offer something a little bit different than everybody else is doing with the same old plugin reviews. You can go to the company's website to see those. So let's get some education into our systems here. Let's build our knowledge, things that we can take along and apply in our mixing, recording, musical journeys. Okay, let's try to get that Led Zeppelin sound for this song. So if you're just joining me here, I'm going to get the audio tracks imported, and I've already got my Luna mixing template up here. As you can see, this is just the template. These are blank audio tracks and buses with the preferred plugins that I like to use currently. So I know a lot of people like to select the last track down here and then import all of your audio or anything else that you're wanting to import to the right of that. But since there's quite a few things here and I don't know what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep just yet, I kind of like to import my audio down here so that I can be closer to those audio tracks that I want to drag them onto. So we'll do that. And then this is going to be off the camera here so that you can't see, but you know what it looks like up there at the top left of your computer screen. You've got Luna and your file, edit, track, mixing, all those different tabs. So I'm going to go to File and click on Import. We're going to open those and let them import. Okay, so now that you can see all of the audio tracks have been imported, those show up in this really nice light blue color. And so I'm going to go over to the edit window and we're just going to see what we've got here. Not the best labeling job, but it will do for now. Okay, so here is a room track. So I want to drag that up here. So now I've got this over here, and since it was just a mono room track, it's converted that stereo room to a mono. Super easy. And I want to put this back up the middle. So I'll hit Option and click on the pen knob there to make that center. And it is now routed to my rooms automatically right here. And we'll just go along with the kick and the snare in their appropriate places. All right, so here's what the song sounds like.
And all your tears to fall into the beat of an offbeat drum. Shut your mouth and open up your ears here.
All right, so there's a lot of background vocals that go on throughout the song, but I'm going to have those muted for this exercise. So you can kind of tell what I was hoping for as far as that Led Zeppelin style drum, because we're almost there. And the way that this was recorded was really, we had a one room mic and then two overheads that played live with the guitar, and you can hear that in here. I'll solo these up for you. And then what we did was we went back and overdubbed the snare hits. And so the snare hits don't sound as kind of a garage sound as I'd like. So I want to be able to blend that just as nicely as they come through on the overhead and the room sound. Because, like I said, we just wanted that real kind of echoey, chambery style drum sound, but with limited mics and really just room, the proper rooming, we had to do that and sort of engineer that. And so I want to work on the snare to really have that kind of dark garage sound that goes along with the emotion of the song. So I'm thinking the first thing that I need to do, because I like where the compression is maybe send that to an artificial room. Or what we could do is send it to the Opticom here. So first let's try the drum verb here for the snare. And what's cool is, it's one of the reasons I've got the snare on its own group track, because I can just send that easily to the drum verb. There we go. So we'll send that up a little bit, and then we can expand these in Luna. And then I'll need to turn up the drum room here as well. So I like the reverb on it. I like that Valhalla. I like this choice. It's a plate, it's decayed, it's a fat drum sound, 70s. But I do want the snare to just sound like a little bit like it's coming through just a little bit more sharply, like just cut through a little bit more. So if you compare the songs when the levee breaks, and there's just something a little bit trashy about it. I like to use the terms garage or trashy, and so I've got a parallel for that as well. It's the Opticom here. So this is going to help trash up the overall drum sound. Now, I know what you're noticing. It's coming in a little hot, and that's just the drums playing. So, what we need to do is just sort of work on our levels a little bit here. I like the sound, so I just want to pull it down a little bit. Now, I could just pull this down, but I like to have these as close to zero as possible. So, we need to tweak some stuff over here. And what's cool about Luna is I can just select all these and just pull them down, because all of the things that I'm sending are in pre-fader. So none of this is going to affect the effects that we've made. There we go. All right. So let's take a listen to where we started. And the new sound that we've created. So what have we done to create that sound? Well, we've added a nice plate snare / drum reverb. You don't have to use this particular one. We're adding quite a bit of decay on that. So that's cool. We've got that overall sound. Plus, we've only added it to the snare, okay? We didn't really need to add a reverb to our overall drum kit because we made our own kind of ambient sound of that with our rooms and our overhead, because it's also recording just everything that's bouncing around that drum kit. And then what was cool about this one is that we went back and recorded the snare on top so that we can kind of manipulate that a little bit. If you didn't have a setup like this, if you didn't have a recording like this, what I would do is I would just duplicate your snare track and then have that mixed in with everything else, just the clear snare, and then take that snare duplicate and affect that one. Send that one to the heavy plated reverb and blend that back in, because all of this is still going back into our drum track here. However, the drum reverb is just being sent out to the mix. That way it's not interfering, but it's also creating a little bit of a delay on that as well. And to me, that's how you can make a really cool Led Zeppelin style drum sound like you get in When the Levee Breaks. So if you want to continue to watch how the rest of this song plays out, make sure that you subscribe to my Patreon account, Sonic Philosophy, where you can watch this entire mixing session from start to finish. Got a lot of cool things that are included in those. This one's available for both the audio engineer and producer tiers. Thanks so much for checking this video out. And as always, I will continue to have free videos on this channel. So make sure you're subscribed, like this video so that you can see more content just like this one. All right. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. I'll see you real soon.